Hello everyone, I got a beautiful book, The Essential Ghalib by Dr. Anisur Rahman. While I started reading this book, I found a kind of urge from my inside that I should read and share some of the couplets with my friends as well. I know that we all feel inherently connected with Mirza Ghalib and his poetry, and I also know we find some difficulty in understanding Mirza Ghalib's poetry. So, this book is a wonderful choice. Dr. Anisur Rahman has explained in a wonderful way. He has provided the original text and its transliteration, and translation in English. Before I recite some of the couplets from the book, I would like to read a few lines from the foreword written by Vinod Harwadkar. He writes, Dr. Anisur Rahman's The Essential Ghalib is a remarkable new book in English that distills the poetry and poetics of Mirza Ghalib's aura in Urdu by offering us a selection of 200 shares or couplets drawn from the full range of the poet's ghazals. What makes it notable is the fact that for each selected share, the volume provides the standard text in Nastaliq script, in Devanagari, and in Roman transliteration. A short list of key terms in verse with their denotations and connotations glossed concisely in English, a verse translation with flexible rhythm, meter, and end rhymes in the form of a couplet in modern English, and finally a compact yet detailed commentary that interprets the verse, explains its ambiguities and complexities of meaning, and places it in multifarious contexts, whether linguistic, textual, philosophical, or cultural. After reading this, I directly go to the entrance. Wow, what a beautiful entry of this book. While I saw this entrance of this book in the form of prologue, I thought if the entrance is such beautiful, then how would be the palace inside? It starts with the sher, which is this starts with the sher which is adorable to all of us. I know every one of us, if not every one of us, many of us like this particular sher. पूछते हैं वो कि गालिब कौन है, पूछते हैं वो कि गालिब कौन है, कोई बतलाओ कि हम बतलाएं क्या. They ask गालिब, who गालिब, sorry, they ask Ghalib, Ghalib who? Let someone say, I have no clue. This is the prologue, and as I have said, is the entrance of the book. And the first couplet or शेर of the book is, नक्श फरियादी है किसकी शौक़ तहरीर का, नक्श फरियादी है किसकी शौक़ तहरीर का, कागज़ी है पैरहन पैकर तस्वीर का. Whose crafty creation am I? Whose crafty creation am I? The image implores. Every image stands enrobed, but in paper robes. Only few lines I would read from the explanation. Ghalib opens, Anisur Rahman writes in the explanation of this particular sher. Ghalib opens his divan with a unique stroke of his genius. The imploring in the first line, followed by an in answer in the second line. opens up various avenues of interpretations. The implication here is that the implorer is seeking justice as he has been subjected to oppression. Apart from being an individual, he is also a stock figure, an everyman. In a state of eternal entity, insofar as he represents the perpetual human condition marked by suffering. Wow. This imploring is being made to God or to the one in the seat of power in this earth, on this earth. I'll not read the entire explanation. I have kept some bookmarks while reading the book, so I'll directly go to those couplets. Another couplet I would like to read is याद कर वो दिन के हर एक हल्का तेरे दाम का, याद कर वो दिन के हर एक हल्का तेरे दाम का, इंतज़ार शायद में एक दीदाए बेख्वाब था. Recall the day when your snares each loop, recall the day when your snares each loop looked like sleepless eyes waiting for the dew. Two sentences from the explanation. The figure of the beloved who snares the lover can well be the subject of a verse. Ghalib creates such a situation in his words and speaks in the voice of the lover to address the beloved. There are two possible meanings involved here. First, the lover asks the beloved to recall the day when she was always on the lookout to snare a lover in her net, but that is not the case any longer, as she has already got on now. Another couplet I have kept the bookmarks is गिला है शौक़ को दिल में भी तंगी जाका, गिला है शौक़ को दिल में भी तंगी जाका, गहर में महू हुआ इस्तिराब दरिया का, गिला है शौक़ को दिल में भी तंगी जाका, गहर में महू हुआ इस्तिराब दरिया का. My desires complain of no space even in my breast. My desires complain of no space even in my breast. So in the pearl, the restive river found a home to rest. A few lines from the explanation. The heart is a huge continent, but a narrow space for desires to find their place in. Ghalib makes an exquisite comment on infinite human desire and the inability of the heart to hold them all in its narrow space. Wow. Another bookmark of me in the book says the share from the entrance, the very beautiful and the very favorite share of all of us. पूछते हैं वो कि गालिब कौन है, कोई बतलाओ कि हम बतलाएं क्या. A few lines from the explanation part. Men nourish the desire to be known for that they are, or what they would be like to be known for. This is a natural urge, but it takes curious turns and manifests itself in different men in different ways. In the case of a poet, this desire finds its manifestation in ironical terms as well, as it appears here. This apparently simple verse in Ghalib's introduction to his own self, both as a man and a poet, but only in a veiled manner. This is one of the finest examples of simplicity made complex and complexity made simple. This verse has multiple implications. He has provided so many implications from the share, numbering it A, B, C, D, but I would not go into that. Another share, देर नहीं हर्म नहीं, दर नहीं आस्था नहीं, देर नहीं हर्म नहीं, दर नहीं आस्था नहीं, बैठे हैं राह गुज़र पे हम, गैर हमें उठाए क्यों। देर नहीं हर्म नहीं, दर नहीं आस्था नहीं, बैठे हैं राह गुज़र पे हम, बैठे हैं राह गुज़र पे हम, गैर हमें उठाए क्यों। I have neither a temple nor a mosque, neither a door nor a abode, nor an abode. I sit here on the way. Why should anyone remove me? Why should anyone go? I have neither a temple nor a mosque, neither a door nor an abode. I sit here on the way. Why should anyone remove me? Why should anyone go? Wow. A moment of complete disassociation with everything sometimes provides people the freedom to find their own sources of emotional or even spiritual sustenance. Whose over be the speaker here, a believer or a non-believer, a lover or a commoner, he addresses the populace around in anger and defense. He asks, why should anyone deprive someone who is already divested of essential sources of his sustenance? So here I end reading the couplets from the beautiful book The Essential Ghalib by Dr. Anisur Rahman. Maybe sometime later, if I find time to make a video, I'll make another video and share with my friends. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much.